Why didn't that work?
Unlock the power of cryptocurrency with Orange Brick Road as your guide. The homepage provides an overview of our services: crypto education, consulting, trading, tax, bookkeeping, loans, real-world assets, estate planning, scam recovery, and more. Explore our comprehensive courses tailored for beginners to advanced crypto enthusiasts. Our team of experts offers personalized consulting across all aspects of crypto, including everything from how to purchase your very first crypto coin, the importance of security, reporting requirements, and the latest developments in the decentralized finance world. Join our thriving community, attend events, and network with like-minded individuals. Stay up to date with our blog covering the latest crypto trends and analysis. Get started today by enrolling in a course or booking a consultation. Navigate the crypto world with confidence. Orange Brick Road, your path to understanding.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm sorry we're a little bit late. We're going through the logistics and organising things at the last minute. Not to sound like, and you'll probably notice that I look a little bit fluey and a little bit sick. It's because I am. But, soldiers must soldier on, so I'm still here.
You look about normal to me.
Hey?
You look about normal to me.
You said that earlier. You're probably right. I don't know. But anyways, did that not work? I don't think we're live on Twitter for some reason. I don't know. Anyways, welcome everyone. This is the Orange Brick Road Crypto newsletter live stream. Basically, what we do is we have a newsletter that goes out every single week, generally at about lunchtime Friday. And then on Saturday, we have a special guest and we go through the news that was in the newsletter, and we answer questions live. So if you guys want to ask any questions on Facebook, YouTube, or I think that's about it because we can't do. Oh yeah, we've been kicked off LinkedIn as well, but hopefully that'll get resurrected soon. Just some issues on some wording because apparently they don't like the way that we promote crypto because apparently crypto's a scam. I don't know. But anyways, moving on. So today we have Nathan from Olympus Insights. If you just want to give yourself a little intro, mate, but more importantly, how you got into crypto and why, and then currently what you're doing in crypto and why. So over to you, brother.
Awesome. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me. Really appreciate the opportunity. So a little bit about myself. My name's Nate. I'm a school teacher in Perth, WA. I've been teaching for coming up on 10 years now, math, science, English, phys ed. I said English, math, science, phys ed, and health, not English. Do not put me down as an English teacher. That's not for me. But yeah, been teaching.
Do you teach DEI?
Sorry?
Do you teach any DEI? Diversity, equity, and inclusion and equity.
I thought it said DUI. I was like, I don't recommend it.
Right.
So yeah, I'm a school teacher, went through the whole pandemic period and had to find ways of educating people online. And that really sparked this idea of Olympus Insights and the Ollie education platform that we'll speak with you about today. How did I get into crypto? Was a bit of a fun story. So my first ever experience with Web3 was at my bachelor party. One of my mates was a earlier Bitcoin investor and was obviously quite happy around the end of 2017, start of 2018 during that bull phase. And he'd done very well and was sort of trying to pay for our drinks and all the activities with Bitcoin. And obviously at that point in time, half the people he was talking to had no idea, including us. But we were all just like, whoa, what is this thing? He's telling us that he put like a few $100s into it, and now he's got like at that point he had hundreds of thousands of dollars, and we're like, oh my gosh, like this is amazing. Like, so we just got excited. We had a look. He started telling us about a couple of coins that were popping. We looked at XRP. I think at that point it was around $3 Australian. So we're all like, yes, let's get some. And then it's gone up to $4. We're like, yes, we're going to be rich. And then the market crashed, and we watched our investment go down to nearly zero. And we sort of sat around for 4 years going, what the hell was that? Over the next sort of 4 years, I was sort of poking around the industry, starting to get little bits and pieces of information. And then my head of department at the time, he was a massive ADA believer, massive ADA, like early investor, and he'd done really well for himself. And he sort of was talking to me about what the values are, what the missions are. Introduced me to the Charles Whiteboard video. And that just got me hooked. I was like, wow, so this is so much more than just something that can be price go up, price go down. There's actually projects behind these things. And that really piqued my interest, got me to dive in, and ultimately led me to where I am today.
Yeah, cool. For the people out there, ADA is ADA, which is Cardano, which is what you guys build on, yeah? Okay,
Yeah.
so when you say it's an education project, like, what do you mean by that?
So the backstory for that, during the pandemic, we had to find ways of engaging students with online education. There was a few mechanisms that we used. They all served a purpose, but I thought it could be done better. And across that sort of time as well, we had this Bitcoin bull run starting to kick off. And all my friends and family that had no idea about anything crypto at all were starting to ask questions. What's going on? What's this Bitcoin thing? How do I get involved? All of that. And you always just had to send them to a page or a YouTube video, and they had to dive deep. And a lot of them end up clicking on links that they probably shouldn't click on because they don't have that education. And I was sort of had this whole thing conceptualizing in my mind about, we need the place, the central hub that we send everyone to, where they can get educated safely on how to engage with the Web3 ecosystem. And it should be as accessible and easy for people to get to as possible. And so I sort of started rolling these ideas together about having an online education platform for Web3 and finance, management, business skills, and started to put that all together. I was quite fortunate to meet my business partner, whose name is Mark, or Stock Trade, if you're familiar with the Cardano Twitter space. Met him in a Twitter space, and we got talking, and he liked the idea, wanted to talk about it more offline. And all of a sudden, the small idea that I had became this massive concept that we were just like, wow, there's so much potential here to change lives all around the world. So we went and we registered the company Olympus Insights in Australia. We made a full roadmap and business plan that has all of our projections, financials, all of that. And we're really ready to go. And then so Olympus Insights is the business, but the Ollie education platform is the product.
Okay, cool. So on that Ollie education platform, you're going to have things like how to invest in crypto, how to start, what a wallet actually is. We've had conversations about what I would like to include on it, which is, the creature at Jekyll Island, the understanding of how fiat was taken off the gold standard, and actually educate people how the Federal Reserve works, and basically it's evil, how fractional reserve banking works, how the banking system works. But you'd also have other things like, what is a seed phrase, how to send crypto correctly, what is staking. So basically it's like a one-stop shop, not only for crypto, but for people to put up courses for other people to learn on that they think might be relevant. Yeah,
exactly right. So me and the team have been working in the background, seeded the platform with about 100 lessons, and the platform is gamified, and the platform is learn to earn. So for all students that get on the platform, not only are they empowering themselves with knowledge, but there's financial opportunity there. The financial opportunity for someone like in Australia is possibly going to be paying for your weekly coffee. Depending on how many lessons you do, it might be a bit more than that. But we've got a big focus as well around developing nations or underserved nations, where we know that the price of one of our coffees is substantially more valuable where they're coming from. We can talk a bit about that later. So there's learn to earn on there. There's create to earn. So incentivizing content creators like yourself to come onto the platform, share your knowledge, and obviously we pay you for doing that. And then there's refer to earn. So if you bring your friends and family in to begin their Web3 education, then you get rewarded for that as well.
And this is all built on Cardano?
Yeah, so all the smart contracts and everything are built on Cardano. But the beautiful thing about education is it's not only blockchain agnostic, but it's age agnostic. doesn't matter how old you are, where you're from. People need to learn more to get further forward in life. And education is not just limited to learning about Cardano or learning about Bitcoin. You need to know about the whole space so you can interact as effectively as possible.
All right, cool. We'll do this at now, and we'll also do it at the end. Is like if anyone wanted to get hold of you, if they wanted to put up a course or they want to actually understand more about what you're talking about, because we are going to go into the Ollie token in a sec, and also will just remind me if I forget at the end, and remind me at the end how they get in contact with you.
Yeah, so the easiest way, I'm on Twitter and Discord way more than I should be. So if you have either of those mechanisms, feel free to reach out to me direct. We've also got a WhatsApp and a Telegram community. So I'm pretty much accessible anywhere that people would want to try and get access to you. And if you reach out to me direct, I can even get on a phone call or a Google meeting with you just to make sure you get all the information that you need.
What's your handle on that? Is it like Nate at Olympic Insights or Olympus Insights or?
My email address is nate@olympusinsights.io.
All right, cool. And to reach out on WhatsApp?
I can give you the code. We've got a link tree that has all of the communities in there, so you'll be able to find us directly on there.
Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, cool. That was actually in the newsletter, wasn't it?
Yeah, and if you jump onto our Twitter page or our so the project's on my personal, the link tree's on there, and it is in the newsletter as well. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. And we'll do that at the end as well. The reason I don't shill projects people, I don't get paid for this. I could make a lot of money shilling people, but I don't. I work with people that I think are legitimate and are genuine, and projects that I'm interested in, and also full disclosure, it's projects that I will invest in because we've done our due diligence. So this is not a shill session. This is actually just giving content to people that are out there in the world, but also people that subscribe to us to get some quality content. Now, I'll go into this now. What have I done? I've changed that. Entire screen. Yeah, audio. I've worked out how to keep the audio now too, so that's brilliant. Okay, add to stage. There we are. I'm going to do the full one. All right, so peeps. This is the newsletter, what it looks like when you receive it in your email, and hopefully soon the LinkedIn, but we'll see about that. Okay, cool. So that's what the newsletter looks like. We have a guest on each week. There's Nate there. And what we'll be talking about and where we're live streaming, and then all the different articles and what we'll be talking about. So that's basically it. And like I said, it's an opportunity for you guys to ask questions live. Hopefully it's all working. We've had some tech issues, but we're working it out. So that's the total there. Okay, cool. Also, this is our website, orangebrickroad.com.au. These are the things that we cover. Everything in crypto, from self-managed super, scam recovery, loans, one-on-one training, consulting, brokering service, self-custody, bookkeeping, tax, whatever. Everything in crypto, basically. Okay, let's have a look at these ones. Nate, what is this, mate?
So this is our website, so you can get to learn a bit more about us, our goals, our values, and everything that we're looking to achieve. So in our Learn to Earn platform, as you see, as you scroll down a little bit, there's a heavy focus on philanthropy and changing lives all around the world. And that's because we believe that education is not as accessible as it should be. And we want to ensure that students, no matter where they are, what their background is, they can get quality education access. And that comes down to, like, I've got students at my school that, like, I might see them once or twice a term because they're at home looking after their siblings, and they've got parents that are maybe in jail, in rehab, whatever it might be. So they're not there to look after the rest of the family. So they become the parent, and they're missing out on their education. So I wanted to give them opportunity. But also, like, students in Africa. So we've got relationships in Nigeria, Gambia, Kenya, and Ethiopia, where they might have a school teacher that just goes missing for 6 weeks because they don't, in their contracts, they can have 6 weeks without showing up. And as long as they show up on that day, they're fine to get back into it. So we wanted to put this into the hands of everyone. If you
That's
go
crazy.
through, it's absolutely wild. You can go through this and learn about us. You can see our Learn to Earn platform. You can see our business and our schools platform. There's actually 3 versions of Ollie that are about. So the Learn to Earn platform is live, and the other 2 will be live in the next sort of, I think we're due the start of the year or start of Q1 for the business platform and the end of Q1 for the schools platform.
Sweet. Okay, cool. And this is the Ollie and how to log into it. We'll go into that. Do you want to go into that now, or
might as well while you're here? So if you hit sign up, which is just under the login button.
Yep.
And then
I think I've already done this, but
you just need to enter your full name there, email address, and a password.
That's orangebrickroad.com.au, tab, password music.
If you have a referral code, by entering it, you'll earn yourself 100 experience points right away, as well as getting 100 experience points for the person that referred you. We don't need to worry too much about that right now.
All right.
We can share your code.
Where would you?
So
3702.
Yeah, so that's your one-time password just to get your account set up. Love it when it always works on that demonstration. It's always
beautiful.
Good when things So this is the Ollie Education platform. You can see the banner at the top there reminding you that if you refer friends, you can get 100 XP for each one of them. The way that this works on our platform with the Learn to Earn, Create to Earn, and Refer to Earn mechanisms is you earn experience points. When our token generation event happens in the middle of December, you will be able to convert your experience points into Ollie tokens. If you scroll down, you'll be able to see the catalog of courses. And you'll see there's pretty much everything about what is Bitcoin, what is Cardano, what is Ethereum, what is blockchain, how do you plan for your retirement, consumer awareness. We've got some NFT marketplace stuff, some decentralized exchange stuff. What is a wallet, the difference between hot and cold wallets. So we tried to be as broad as we could to start with within this Web3 space. And so there's something for everyone when you get in here. If you want to know about Cardano's sidechain project Midnight, that's there. If you're into governance, we've got courses on the way that governance works on the blockchain. There's so much, and there's just going to be more once we get like people like Brandon on here sharing their years and years of knowledge. We're going to learn everything about security, wallet recovery, and you can see there the adventures of Sherlock Holmes. So we've actually got a book, a partnership with book.io, where this is kind of like something you do at high school, where you can get the novel, read it, and go and do a lesson on it and get some financial rewards for that. So there's so much, and it's going to continue to grow, get broader and broader. If you want to learn about meme coins, there's a gear about that, Internet of Things. Yeah, it's really all-encompassing.
That's awesome, because I was actually thinking about creating a course about NFTs to explain to clients that are into it, not only like the creation of NFTs, but the proposition behind it and how to buy, how to store, how to sell. That's awesome. Okay, so you got that as well. No, that's great. No, I'm very impressed with this. Like, it's really, really good. Like, you're covering so many areas that people can just, all right, I'm interested in this, learn about that. No, I'm not interested in that. Move on. You know, they can pick and choose as opposed to just scraping the internet or spending hours on YouTube.
Yeah, and the great thing about these courses, so depending on who the content creator is, they may choose to put video on there. It might just be PowerPoints. There could be PDFs linking to white papers and light papers, which a lot of projects have been talking to us about doing. And this way you can really just dive deep into some educational experiences with no barrier to entry. And even if you do all of the reading and you find out that it's something that doesn't interest you, you actually just got paid for the experience. So it's win-win. Like you better your mind, empower your mind, and become ready for more and more things as you're going on. but then there's the financial rewards behind it as well, which makes it awesome. I don't know if you want to take a look at one of the courses. You can sort of take your pick.
Yeah, I just tried to. Okay, so that goes for an hour. This is what it covers, huh?
Yeah, and they're all they're estimates by the course creators, right? So if it says an hour for someone brand new, it might take an hour. For someone that's got a depth of knowledge like yourself, some of these answers will be in your head already, so it's not all fresh learning for you. So you might find a course that says 1 hour might only take you 15 to 20 minutes, might even take you less, depending on the topic.
That's awesome, man, because that's what it boils down to with crypto is education. No, that's awesome, man. That is so awesome. All right, well, we'll move on. This is you. There he is. Hey, strapping young lad. Look at him. Hey, good news. Where were you going there? A wedding?
Yeah, so this was actually one of my best mates' weddings in Bali, just gone. He was looking for an MC and a celebrant, and these were two jobs that I'd never done before in my life. But I was like, man, I would love to do it. And he's like, oh, really? Are you sure? I was like, well, I do public speaking every single day in my classroom, as well as on things like this, on Twitter Spaces. Like, I'd love to stand up the front and say all the magic words to marry you. They did the legal side of it here in Australia, but then we went over there, and so that was a super cool experience. So standing at the front, doing all of that, the powers that be, and all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah, cool, bro. It's got to be done, mate. Got to be done. All right. I don't know whether we'll go into this, but basically, I'll put this in the description as well. This is the app that you can use for your phone, and then we've got a desktop app here. To invest in the Ollie token. Do you want to take us through that just briefly?
Yeah, so I'll quickly talk about what you just showed on the screen. So if you go back to Tokyo, so Tokyo Wallet is one of our partners. So 2 tabs to your right. Yeah, so this is one of our partner projects. This is an Australian organization. So Zushan, Guido, and Simon that have put this together, and it's more than a wallet. It's actually a portal or a DApp, really, where you can manage everything. Very proud of what these guys have accomplished with the Tokyo wallet. They've actually got a token sale going on now. If anyone wants more details about that, you can look into it. But they're doing some incredible things, and they've not only got Cardano integrations on here, because it was a Cardano native wallet, but they're working with Bitcoin OS, Fluid token, and a bunch of other projects, and they've now actually got Bitcoin integration on here, and that will spread across all the UTXO chains. And we have a really cool relationship with these guys where every single person that creates an account on Ollie is going to get a Cardano wallet set up for them automatically. Now, that auto wallet is more of like a send wallet. So you go from experience points into Ollie that gets held in that wallet. And then we train you how to set up your own wallet, how to take self-custodial access and control of your wallet. And then you'll send your Ollie from the platform wallet to your own self-sovereign one. So this is true onboarding. We've already got over 7,500 users on the platform, all of them getting wallets. So we're literally bringing that many people into Web3 from the Web2 ecosystem. And we've done all of this in the course of about 6 weeks.
Okay, cool. But if they need education, they come and see you, yeah?
Yeah, see us for the education. Get your wallet set up with Tokyo so you can hold your Cardano and your Bitcoin there with your full self-sovereign, self-custodial access. The reason we had Vespa there as well is because Tokyo is a mobile wallet. They don't have a desktop extension yet, whereas Vespa has that desktop extension. So that's another option if you want to work specifically with Cardano. But yeah, I couldn't speak any higher about Tokyo if I tried. Those guys are absolute legends. So that's my place that I recommend everyone to go. As far as the...
okay.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I was going to say, as far as our token sale goes, so obviously for a learn to earn platform, we have to have a token. Otherwise, people can't earn, they can only learn. So we've got extensive modeling around how we give this out to prevent the token going to zero, a whole bunch of ways that the utilities are built into it. But we are doing a private sale for anyone in the Orange Brick Road community. So on the target date's the 12th of December. We'll be launching our token to the public at a price of 0.04 ADA per token, or Cardano per token. For the Orange Brick Road community, we're giving you about 40% discount and offering it to you at 0.025 ADA per Ollie token. So if anyone wants to get involved in that private sale, either contact me direct, or if you need to go through Brandon to get to me, he will give you my mobile number, whatever it needs to be. We can get that sorted. And you'll basically send your ADA to our treasury. We'll send you some Ollie tokens. Then they'll be tradable on a DEX after that token generation event takes place in December.
Okay, so just say I had some Cardano right now. Can I just send it to this wallet, and then it's sorted, or
yes,
how does it work?
If you've got Cardano on any centralized exchange, you'd send it to your Vespa or your Tokyo wallet. That way, it's in your own custody, because we should never leave our crypto on centralized exchanges, because you never know what's going to happen with those. So get it into your own wallet.
Got Cardano in a wallet.
Sorry?
Or if you've already got Cardano in a wallet.
Yeah, so as long as you've got Cardano in a wallet, you can send that to your Vespa or your Tokyo.
Okay, I'll send that now. All right. We'll go all and 231. There we go. Cool. Send.
Yeah, so that's going to put it from your Exodus into your Vespa wallet. So now your Cardano is in a Cardano native wallet, which allows you to interact with Cardano native tokens. And Ollie is a Cardano native token. So you would need a Cardano native wallet to interact with our sale and our ecosystem. Although the education will be blockchain agnostic, we'll teach you about everything you need to know for Web3.
Okay, so that's in the US now. So, okay, here's my Cardano. All right, so what do I do now?
I just want to point out to everyone, one, how fast that process was, and two, the fact that there's almost no fees. So if you're interacting on Ethereum or Bitcoin, it would be way slower and cost you a hell of a lot more. That would have cost you less than half of an ADA, so like 50 cents, something like that. So now you would need to get involved with our private sale. You'd need to send that to our treasury wallet. And then we will return the Ollie tokens to your self-custodial wallet that you have there with Vespa.
Okay, so how do I do that?
So you push send. Yep, that one.
Yep.
And then I'll just give you our handle. So basically, a Cardano wallet address is 100 characters long. It's much easier for us to give you a handle, which is similar to your Ethereum name service. So if you just type in there, $ Olympus Insights.
$
Olympus. Oh yeah, OLY.
OLY.
MPU.
MPU.
S.
Yep.
IN.
Insights.
Yeah. Continue.
Is that it?
Yep. And then if you want, I was gonna say, if you want to use round numbers, you can send 100, or if you want, that's up to you.
I'll just do 135. There we go. That's easy. Continue.
You don't skip collectibles as if you're sending NFTs, so you don't just skip that. Yep. That'll show you your fees, which is 0.16 ADA. Submit.
Oh, man. Oh, okay. Oh, don't. Why is my password incorrect?
Maybe don't show your password on live internet.
No, I just used a bodgy password just to do this quickly. Oh my God, why hasn't that worked?
It'll just be whatever you entered your sending password as.
Oh my God, I thought it was that password. Okay, well, just imagine that I did do the right password. It would then send.
Yeah, so then that'll hit our treasury wallet. We'll send you the amount of Ollie tokens equivalent to what you bought. So if you sent 135 ADA, we just go 135 divided by 0.025, which I think is, I don't know, 5,000 something. And we'll send you 5,000 Ollie into your wallet. And then, yeah, you're good to go. Hold on to that, keep it safe until the token generation event. And then once we're live, that'll be tradable on decentralized exchanges. And
Yep.
you can really do whatever you want from there. If you want to hold it, if you want to sell it, if you want to interact with our platform, there's so much to do. But not financial advice, of course, and do your own research. I believe holding would be your best bet, and I'll tell you why. So we've done 5-year projections on our modeling to see exactly how this business is going to go. We've got low-end conservative projections and high-end projections. And I can tell you in terms of our user acquisition, we're over 1,000% ahead of anything that we had projected, which basically means after 5 years, our projected revenue for the platform and the business is going to be around $25 million a year. So software as a service companies get valued between 5 and 25 times higher than their revenue stream. So that would put us at 125 to a $625 million company. So at our token generation event in December, our token will be valued at 6 million ADA market cap, which is about a 25 to 100x increase just there. So the token valuation gets, sorry, I've lost my train of thought. Token valuation is normally 2 to 4 times higher than whatever your equity valuation is. So if we're equity valued at between 125 and 625 million, that would put our token somewhere between a 250 million and a $2.5 billion market cap. Yeah. So do the maths in your head. I know you're not feeling well, but you can write it all down if you wanted to. But basically, that's putting our token valuation in 5 years' time, not financial advice, do your own research, between 40 and 400x its current value. So there is a quite compelling case there. If we're able to keep achieving at the rate we are, even if we're achieving at the rate that we projected, there is a big opportunity here for early investors.
Yep. And we did a live stream on X the other day, and you guys were going through what you're doing on Cardano. And I was completely unaware of 90% of what you guys were talking about. I've never been more bullish on Cardano, just from that one stream. Like, there's so much going on with you boys. It's just absolutely awesome. All right, well, I'm going to unfuck my bloody password somehow. We'll get onto that later. All right, so we've got to just fly through this now. In the newsletter, and that's also subscribe to our newsletter is here. In our newsletter that came out, this is the daily. With Stormrake, we use Stormrake. They are a brokering service. We don't use centralized exchanges anymore. Best place to go, orangebricroad.com.au. Services, broker. Sign up with these guys. They don't make you jump through all the different. Something's happened to this website. I rang my dev earlier on, like all the coloring's changed. He must be upgrading it or something. But anyways, he does gold, silver, and crypto, precious metals. We use a brokering service now because basically what you do is you send them the money, you tell them what you want to buy, they find the best prices for you, they buy it, they send it to your wallet, or they can custody it. You don't have to jump through all the bloody hoops that centralized exchanges are doing at the moment. They're getting worse and worse. They're freezing people's money. Banks are not letting them transfer to it. They're freezing people's crypto. Centralized exchanges suck balls, people. All right? Stop using them. So that's, why did I get onto that? Oh, yeah, cool. We do a weekly newsletter. These guys do a daily newsletter. I was going to do a daily newsletter, but I went, bugger it. These guys are doing it anyway, so just let them do it. Cool. So that's in the newsletter as well. Okay, we'll just go to Crypto Bubbles and then we'll fry through these ones real quick. We try to keep this around 30, 40 minutes. We've got 4 minutes, but, we might pump over. Okay, cool. So I don't know who this is, right? But apparently it's up 121%, for the week. This is crypto.
I was going to say, that sounds like Cardano, mate.
Oh, where is Cardano for the week? I can't really see it here. Look, let's just type it in. ADA, where are you? What have you done? Where are you? Okay. Whoa, 51% for the week.
Yeah,
Is
and if
that
you
right?
look at yeah, it was 25. So it was 50 cents Australian, roughly when Trump got elected. Just putting that into people's time frame, and now I know it's over $1.50 Australian. So it's done a 3x in the last fortnight.
Oh,
And yeah, it's absolutely rocketing. So the
see
previous
what
all-time high in Australian dollars was about $4. But again, not financial advice. Do your own research. I think it's going to go somewhere in the $6 to $10 range at least. But the
Yeah.
fact that the Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson is now going to be Donald Trump's crypto advisor for policy and things like that, and he's working with SpaceX, and I think he's getting on one of Elon Musk's rockets, is the rumor at the moment. So they've got he's got a relationship there. So you can see ADA's up 220%, Doge, one of our UTXO brothers, up 234%, or Bitcoin's up 47%. Like, how good?
Yeah.
You're hard pressed to throw a stick at this and not find someone that's up, because I think it's helium tokens having a bit of a bad month, but everyone else is absolutely pumping. Stellar Lumen, 370%, XRP 200%. Obviously, like the bigger the market cap on the coin, the harder it is to be pushing these numbers. So we'll see some like the coins out of the top 10 and out of the top 100 will be doing absolutely wild numbers at the moment. But it's cool to see all these so-called dinosaur coins that people have been talking about absolutely leading the market, which is crazy.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I'm very bullish on PulseX and also Hex. I'm a Hexagon. I have been since the origin address. I'm old school Hexagon and Pulse. But I'm also very, very bullish on Sui at the moment, and Solana. I think they're just absolutely going to pump high. But like, everyone's a genius in the bull market, man. You can throw a bloody dart at the top 100 and you think you're a genius. It's when you sell and how you dollar cost averaging, and that boils down to education. But yeah, I mean, look at XRP, for the love of God. So for all you XRP army, I've got clients that only own XRP. I've got clients that only own Bitcoin, just maxis. But yeah, anyways, this is the Bitcoin chart. Won't go into it too much. I put an alert in at the 100. It hasn't hit it yet. And I had a conversation with my CTO yesterday. He's like, what do you reckon's going to happen when it hits 100? And I said, it's going to pull back. Traders love round numbers, and 100,000 is pretty much a round number. That's US too, by the way, people. So that's my prediction. But believe it or not, I don't know everything. I've been wrong at least twice because I've got 2 ex-wives, and I've had a few other mistakes in my life. But what do you think will happen? Do you think it's just going to bust through the 100,000? I'm thinking that it's probably going to pull back to around the 86 to 87 grand. But if I was an investor at this stage, I would deploy a half to a third of my whatever you're going to allocate nowish, and then if it pulls back, pile back in. But then if it pumps up a bit and just dollar cost average, do you think it's just going to punch through the 100, or you think it's going to pull back?
Well, I thought I was wrong once, but I was mistaken.
Beautiful.
So that 100K mark, I know people are concerned about the pullback on that, but basically we're in price discovery mode as it is.
Yes.
I feel like people that have been holding Bitcoin for long enough that are thinking about that 100K mark, they probably would have been DCAing out already. I don't think those guys, like, it's been sitting around that 95 to 100K for a couple of days now. I don't really feel personally like they're just going to dump at that price, especially when you look at, say, like Michael Saylor, who owns a stupid percentage of Bitcoin, essentially destroying the decentralized nature of it. But we won't go into that. He's heavily in profit. He's heavily pumping it. Trump is talking about backing all sorts of things in the US with Bitcoin. Places like El Salvador, like they are looking like absolute geniuses at the moment. There are always pullbacks, but yeah, even if it comes back down, like you said, to that $86,000 mark, I think we're going at least around that 150K mark this cycle. Again, I'm not a financial advisor and do your own research, all of that sort of stuff. But yeah, I think what you said there is a very good idea, because this thing could just go off like an absolute rocket. Like we've even seen news that China is unbanning Bitcoin. So this thing could go from 100 to 150 really quick. So people always get worried, oh, I should have bought it at a better price. But the best time to buy is now. And so you might as well deploy at least something into the market. So if it does keep going up, which you look at that last month, what it's done up until even with a small little dip, keep a bit of capital on the side. So if it does pull back, you can DCA your price down, increase the amount of Bitcoin you're holding or whatever tokens you're aping into. But yeah, what's the saying? I mix it up. The best time to buy was yesterday. The second best time is now. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. That's actually on my website. Yeah, cool. So basically, in a what is it, a 17-day period, it's just absolutely just exploded. Now, a lot of people will be FOMOing in after the explosion, which I'd say would this be this pump. I would just be cautious. Probably the best that I've done, honestly, because I used to day trade and I had like screens everywhere and carrying on and sit there in front of the computer, had alerts everywhere, eating in front of the computer, the whole 9 yards. The best thing that I ever did was I set up an app. I don't know if it's around anymore. It's back in the day. It's called the Staker app, might be around. And I just set up $100 a week for my two kids, $100 each buying Bitcoin. And that's all it did, $100 a week, just automatically bought it. After a year and a half or something like that, my daughter rang me up, or my son, I can't remember. Hey, how did that Bitcoin thing go? I had a look at it. My ROI, return on investment, was 358%, right? Just on buying $100 a week, as opposed to looking at charts and trying to pick the tops and trying to pick the bottoms. And to me, reading charts is, I hate the traders out there or whatever. It's voodoo. It's reading fucking tea leaves. You got three directions. It's going to go sideways, down, or up. And basically it's a game of two up. And for anyone that says it's definitely going to go up, you're lying. Anyone that says it's definitely going to go down, you're lying. Nobody knows, But anyways, sorry to offend all the traders out there, but there you go.
Well, all right. It's a $2 trillion asset class now. So people like putting your $100 in a week is a great way to go, right? Like DCA across. If it goes up, it goes down. It doesn't matter. You're always happy. You're just increasing your position.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, what are you going to do? Keep your money in the bloody in your bank because it's not doing anything there. And all right, let's have a look at the Cardano. Awesome.
Yeah, it's going off like a rocket.
Hey, don't you just love that? Since I've honestly, I wasn't a very big fan of Cardano until I had that X live stream with you, because I also had a conversation about with Adam Stokes. We did and we had a conversation. He's basically, look, this is the second or third cycle for a lot of cryptos. There are some cryptos out there that if they don't do anything in this bull run, they're just not going to exist. They're going to get wiped out, because if they haven't proven themselves or built on after this cycle, they're basically just a meme coin. And I happened to mention, I said, hey, look, I had this thing about this Cardano. And he goes, well, that was one of the coins that were concerning me, actually, because there wasn't a lot of building on it. And I'm like, dude, you've got to get your head around this. These guys, I feel like a fucking shill. No, honestly, I didn't even know anything about what was happening until, you guys pumped it. So I'm actually really bullish on Cardano at the moment. Okay, Block Square. This is tokenizing real estate. Real world assets is going to be one of the biggest movers in this bull run. This is basically using social housing. It's a good article. These guys go into it. like I invest in BST token. I think it's a great token. It's also good for passive income. We also, you can stake it. You can do a lot of stuff with it. It's got a lot of utility. We have actually tokenized, I think, personally through Orange Brick Road, I think about 16 to 18 different properties. So people that own the properties can get liquidity out and people can invest in property. Excuse me. So, like, for example, if you got $10,000, you can't invest in property, but you can invest $2,000 in 5 different properties using Block Square, with real world assets. Are you bullish on the whole real world assets? Excuse me.
Yeah, I think RWAs, DeepIn, all of those, even AI, all of those narratives are going to do really well this year, or this cycle, I should say. I really like what Julia, Mitch, and the rest of the team are doing here at Block Square. Had a chance to go to one of their info nights and was able to throw all the questions that come to my head as someone that's been in the space for a little while. And I really liked their answers. It's a really well thought out project. They're doing some really cool stuff. I think they said they started with a parking space in a Eastern European country, and
That's
people
true.
were just, people just all over it. And now they're doing houses, they're doing hotels. So there's all sorts of really cool stuff. I do definitely recommend people look into it.
Yep, 100%. If you want to get hold of Julia or understand more about real world assets, there's an awesome website, orangebrickroad.com.au, under services. You'll see real world assets, and that's how you get hold of them, or you just contact me. Julia is a dear friend of mine. We talk pretty much every day. She's German, so she's just too smart. Half the stuff that comes out of her head I don't even understand, but we don't upset her just in case she's going to invade Poland. All right, so all right, now that's just a joke, German people out there. Okay, cool. We're just going to type a few things. The Vitalik, the Ethereum story. We've got a screening here in Perth that's coming up on Thursday the 28th at 5:30. The link is in the newsletter. I have copied that, I think, and put it in the link in the description. Yes, I have. Okay, so that'll be in the description as well. Okay, we'll fly through these. This is from Yaka to Big Mr. J. Getting overwhelmed in education and getting burnt out, especially with AI. I've been flying into AI for the last 2 or 3 weeks. I pretty much, ChatGPT is my VA, like virtual assistant at the moment. If I go to do something, I just go, how do I do this for the love of God? And then it comes up and then I'll refine it. Also in building decks and presentations, it's been awesome. But, when we first start off in crypto, don't do what I did. And I'm sure probably Nate did the same thing, where you're spending 6, 8, 10, 12 hours a day on YouTube, going from one place to another. It's information overload. I end up in what I do now is basically I have a dedicated time slot every single day. That's when I educate myself on what's happening with the market, because there's a lot to learn. And the more you learn, the more you realize how much you don't know. So my advice would be just to break it up. And you being an educator, I'm sure you'd agree with that, or not agree. It's up to you.
Yeah, definitely. And that's why a lot of the courses on the Ollie platform are designed to be short courses. So if you want to dive into something like AI or DeepIn or RWAs and figure out what those acronyms even stand for, you could dive into a course on Ollie that might take you a max of an hour, but you come out of it with a nice, rewarding education experience and obviously a bunch of Ollie tokens as a thank you for coming to enhance your mind. Absolutely love what Jasek's doing here. I don't know how much he would have liked your joke about Julia, especially considering Jasek and Julia are both friends, and I think Jasek's Polish, isn't he?
Yes, that's right. That's my student.
So it's just a funny coincidence the way those articles lined up. But it is one of those things, like you dive into the rabbit hole and all of a sudden you've been sitting there for a fortnight and you haven't seen your friends or family because you were trying to figure out what blockchain is. So trying to streamline that and manage your time is very important.
Yeah, 100%. And Yakut, I can never say his name right. Yakut. I just call him the Big J. He is one of the most intelligent people I've ever met. He speaks 7 different languages. I think he struggles with English. I love you, Big J. You're an absolute legend. And he's helping us out with the whole AI thing. I think that, like, even with I had the conversation with, I think it was Bishop the other day. It was, the whole thing with the real world assets, and it's almost like a meme coming through with this next cycle. I think the AI coins is as well. Like, a lot of them don't have a lot of utility. A lot of them don't make any sense. But there's going to be a lot of money made in AI coins coming to this cycle. Do you have any AI coins that are built on Cardano?
Oh, now you're going to make me try on the spot, try and think of. There's plenty of stuff going on in AI. We just had a token launch with a company called Sync AI. There's people, like, pretty much, people really don't understand how much is going on in Cardano. I think it's one of the actual highest amount of GitHub repositories going in daily because of the amount of building that's going on. There's plenty of AI. There's AGIX, Singularity Net, is on Cardano.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest projects going in that space at the moment. Okay. And even to an extent, Ollie is an AI token because we're building an AI personal tutor, an AI course creator. So I didn't go into that, but where this Ollie token is riding the wave of a Bitcoin bull run, is riding the wave of AI development, and it's riding the wave of all these people like retail coming into the market wanting to find out, hey, what is blockchain all about? So I think if you're following any of those narratives, it's a good place to be.
Yeah, 100%. And speaking of that, let's get you on the radio, on my radio show, like next week. And also, I think we'll do a live stream as well, just to say, okay, what's happening on Cardano, and then I'm just going to let you talk. And then occasionally I'm going to go, is that right? And sound like I'm interested, and just let you go hard on it. Because I follow crypto. It's my job. I've been doing it for years. I didn't realize what was happening on Cardano. And once again, not me shilling, because I really don't care what you people do. I'm happy enough. Now, I don't know if you've seen this, but this is a reaction, and it's one of the best things I've ever seen, to, actually, I might just unshare that and make it a little bit smaller. There we go. Yeah, because it gets a bit blurry. This is reaction that I loved from Donald Trump winning. Now, for people out there, I kind of like the Trumpster. I think he goes all right. But this only goes for a minute, but it's one of the best things that I've seen. All right, here we go.
I don't know if it's just me, but I can't hear the audio.
Oh, that is so funny. That is just so funny. Can you hear that?
I couldn't hear anything that was happening. All I could hear was white noise.
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was the living end. You're giving me a bit of a throwback to white noise in the 2000s, early 2000s.
Oh, fuck, I thought I'd done all that correctly. Oh my God, this StreamYard thing's doing my head in. I even ChatGPT didn't set it all up so it was supposed to work. Hopefully out there in the internet world, you guys could hear that. It's one of the best things that I've ever heard. Basically, it's just a left-wing tard losing her mind on Trump winning. But anyways, who cares? Who cares about left-wing tards? And for you left-wing tards out there, don't bother contacting me. Cool. I know that my marketing people says it divides my audience and divides my... Yeah, I'm good. I'm happy with that. Right, anyways, this is a video that we go through with a couple of alts that I like. I think we've already mentioned it. They mentioned Cardano, Solana and Sui. I'm bullish on all of them, and obviously Bitcoin. Also in the newsletter, tell me if you hear this. You hear that?
No, I'm not hearing anything.
Oh, I suck at this so much. All right, this is a priority. I'm writing it down. Fix this. this. Hopefully they're hearing it out there. I don't know. I thought I'd done it all, but obviously not. And then there was a documentary on God Bless Bitcoin that was in the newsletter. Okay, called Tying Everything Up, because we are well over time. orangebrickroad.com.au. These are our services, from everything from self-managed super, one-on-one tuition, security, loans, brokerage, trading, da-da-da-da. All right, that should about do it. Remove. There we go. All right, man. So we covered a fair bit about the Ollie and all that. If anyone needs to get in touch with you, how would they go about doing it? Obviously, go to me, give me a call, or the Orange Brick Road or whatever, but also yourself.
Yeah, and if you're on Twitter, you'll find Olympus Insights. You'll find me, which is Nate_Olympus on Twitter. Our link tree is there, and it's in the bottom here, which will take you to our Discord, Twitter, WhatsApp, Telegram, wherever you want to go, as well as it's got a bunch of other YouTube videos that we've done where we really talk through everything in the project, because we only skimmed the surface today. But yeah, I'm available almost 24/7 at the moment. Things are just absolutely crazy, as I'm sure it is for yourself. Yep. So yeah, feel free, send us a message, and we'll get in touch.
Excellent. Well, I really appreciate your time, mate. I know that I've taken up way too more of your time than we sort of talked about, but you know, that's just the way life is. All right, brother, I'll probably give you a call in the next couple of days anyway, and also we need to organise you to get on the radio with me. And also, I think we'll also do another live stream with my subscribers, and also through my newsletter, just to explain all the things that are happening on Cardano and what you guys are doing, because there's a lot to get your head around. But I like the way that you can just break it down to, okay, are you just new into crypto, or do you understand a bit? Okay, start here, you know what I mean? Then go here, you know, and work it out. All right, brother, really appreciate your time. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure to speak with you, and I'm very honored to have a chance to speak with your community. If anyone is interested in that private sale allocation, Wednesday close of business is pretty much the cutoff, because we've got meetings with our decentralized exchange. We're finalizing everything on Thursday. So yeah, let us know. But yeah, thank you so much for having me, and I look forward to being on the live stream and the video again, the radio as well.
Excellent, man. Excellent, brother. Have a good weekend. Say hello to the family.
You too, mate. Rest up and get well.
Dude, I'm going to bed. All right, guys. Cheers, man. Have a good weekend.
Unlock the power of cryptocurrency with Orange Brick Road as your guide. The homepage provides an overview of our services: crypto education, consulting, trading, tax, bookkeeping, loans, real-world assets, estate planning, scam recovery, and more. Explore our comprehensive courses tailored for beginners to advanced crypto enthusiasts. Our team of experts offers personalized consulting across all aspects of crypto, including everything from how to purchase your very first crypto coin, the importance of security, reporting requirements, and the latest developments in the decentralized finance world. Join our thriving community, attend events, and network with like-minded individuals. Stay up to date with our blog covering the latest crypto trends and analysis. Get started today by enrolling in a course or booking a consultation. Navigate the crypto world with confidence. Orange Brick Road, your path to understanding.